mindfulness of states of mind. In this meditation, a guided meditation, we will explore the different states of mind. Initially checking that the posture is upright, a straight spine, sit tall, expansion in the chest, diaphragm, stomach area. 2 hips move forward a little, helps with the upright posture. Initially checking the whole of the body is rather still. What is the state of mind right now? Do you experience calmness as the primary state of mind? Do you feel quite established here and now? And therefore clarity is the primary state of mind. And contentment. To be conscious, mindful, rather still, in order to be familiar with contentment, with clarity, with calm. So one is not accumulating stress, not indulging in yesterday or tomorrow. A calm person, a calm sense of being, as a precious and important state of mind, influencing feelings, thought, and the condition of the whole body. Let us give regular daily practice to knowing this state of mind. Sitting on the bus, sitting on the car, sitting in the kitchen, in the office, on the meditation cushion, on the wooden kneeling stool. That we keep returning and coming back to this, so that we're not constantly running to and fro with stress and demands. Being clear about the non-content, the agitated, the anxious, the speedy, the busy state of mind. What are the conditions that contribute to this? Dependency on results, getting what I want, caught up in too many things to do, unable to let go of, unwilling to change. Lack of inner peace. Being clear about the state of mind which is unhealthy, problematic, stressed, addictive, habitual. Being clear about such a state of mind, being clear about causes and conditions, being clear about what are the changes you need to make. Mindfulness of the state of mind which is without desire, neediness, wanting, pursuing, longing in it. Without addiction and habit. At times, there is none of that in the mind. Not wanting, not demanding, not complaining. Be mindful of the state of mind, free from anything problematic in it. Being familiar with it, so that we can return to it. Being mindful of the state of mind which is problematic. Do you have the inner resources to make the changes? Do you need the wise counsel of the other? A good friend, perhaps a family member, a person with skill with working with the inner life. So there isn't perpetuation of the problematic mind. And it's exploring the changes necessary to dissolve the projections, the painful associations, the unresolved memories, the anxiety about the days ahead, or the relationship with a certain person or people. Recognition of the mind which is calm and clear and content. And recognition of the mind which has lost calm, lost contentment, and lost its clarity. Being mindful of the non-angry state of mind, the non-violent state of mind, the non-aggressive, non-complaining, non-demanding. And in the absence of those problematic mind states, maybe inner peace, or love, or kindness, or empathy. The Buddha said, those who live with wisdom dwell with a deep sense of empathy for others, for their circumstances, for their situation. So we are mindful of the non-greedy, non-demanding mind, and the mind state which is greedy or demanding. We are mindful of the non-aggressive state of mind, the mind which is kind and empathetic. And we are mindful as well of the mind which is negative and hostile and aggressive. And we work with that. We are mindful of the mind which is bold, fearless, clear, confident, trusting, willing to take steps, healthy, and sometimes into the unknown. And we are mindful of anxiety, of fearfulness, of restriction, of avoidance. And we look at what steps can be taken to change that. What will make the difference? So we're not afraid of life, of ourselves, of others. So we are mindful of the non-demanding state of mind and the demanding state of mind. We are mindful of the state of mind without any negativity in it, and we are mindful of the state of mind with negativity in it. We are mindful of the state of mind without any fear in it, and we are mindful of the state of mind with fear in it. We are mindful of the state of mind which feels expansive, the enjoyment of the summer's day, the receptivity to another person, the expanse of the night sky, the expanded vision, the act of creativity. We are mindful of the expanded consciousness, receptive. We are mindful of the contracted state of mind, small, narrow, needy, clinging, holding fast to views, withdrawing. So we are mindful of the expansive and the contracted, and we work to unpick and open up the contracted. We are mindful of developing as a human being, developing qualities of mind, of love, of empathy, of compassion, of the ending of stress. Developing the mind of useful knowledge, things worth knowing about, of discovery and insight. All of this contributing to our inner life. But we're also mindful of the state of mind, which is not developing, stuck, frozen, not evolving, habitual, repetitive, going nowhere. Then what needs to happen to change that, indoors and outdoors, in the way that we relate? And finally, we're aware and mindful of the state of mind which feels free, not burdened with life. Free, like a person who's come out of debt, or out of prison, or out of hospital after a long illness. Precious sense of freedom. The freedom to be, the freedom from the past, the freedom to respond, the freedom to support. One is aware of the state of mind which is not free. We feel trapped through identification with a role, perhaps, through not getting what we want, through living in the past or indulging in future, or feeling oppressed by others or ourselves. So knowing the state of mind, what it is to be free, regardless of time and place, events and situations, and being clear about the state of mind which is not free, and what can change that. May all beings be mindful of states of mind. May all beings live with appreciation the healthy states of mind. May all beings live with a liberating wisdom.